Hello, Approach! Welcome to Mindful Mondays. My name is Luciana, and I am the Academic and Career Advisor at Approach. And today, I will be hosting an Instagram Live with Tammie, our International Student Advisor. And the topic for our Instagram Live today is tips to improve your well-being. Let me post here. And pin my comment so you guys know what we're going to be talking about today. Wonderful. How is everybody doing? How are you staying healthy and positive during this time? Make sure you stay with us because we would love to have your interaction in the comments. Today we have a very nice topic. We want to hear from you how you're staying healthy and positive, and Tammie and I will be sharing great tips on how to boost your well-being, how to improve your well-being during this time. Hi everyone. Inang, hello from Turkey. Hi guys. Welcome to our Instagram Live. So let me see if Tammie is here to join us. Give me 1 second, Tammie's right there.
Okay.
Hi, Tammie.
Hello, everybody.
How are you?
Very good. Was having some technical difficulties there.
Oh, that's part of it all.
Yes.
How are you doing today, Tammie?
I'm doing very well. How are you today?
I'm doing really good.
You good?
Yeah.
And how's everybody else doing today?
How are you guys doing? Can you write in the comments? Pati, hello guys. Hi. Can you let us know how you are doing today? We know that we have some of our students in this Instagram Live. Maybe I know that we have some people from Turkey. If you want to let us know what country you're from or what country you're watching us from. Tammie, if you want to introduce yourself briefly, just introduce myself. So it would be great to hear from you.
All right. So my name is Tammie Key, and I am the International Student Advisor for Approach. I also am responsible for counseling with you guys and making sure that you have someone that you can connect with and someone that you can talk to if you're having any type of challenges or you just want to talk to somebody.
Yeah, and I do want to take the time also to mention that we're starting a new project. It's going to be counseling with Tammie on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. So if you are one of our students at Approach, you will be receiving an email from us today with all of the schedules to help our students, throughout this time. And I do want to take the time, Tammie. There are some people who said hi. Fernanda said
Hello.
Fernanda said she's doing good.
Oh.
Fernanda is one of our student ambassadors, and she went live with me last week.
And
Fernanda, I'm gonna be sharing your example later today. Tammie, can I ask you to just put your camera a little bit down so I can see your face a little bit? Yes, that's perfect.
That's better.
Wonderful.
Okay.
So let's get started. So guys, today we are very excited because we will be sharing some tips on how you can improve your well-being. Yes. And while Tammie and I were talking, actually our director, Michelle Fernandez, she shared with me a link of a course that she's taking on Coursera that is called The Science of Well-Being. So if you guys are interested in taking this course, it's from Yale University. It's called The Science of Well-Being. And they shared 8 very, very nice tips to help you improve your well-being. So Tammie and I will be talking about that today.
Yes.
I'm also excited to share that by the end of our Instagram Live, after we share these tips and we go through that, we will be doing a breathing exercise. Yeah, so Tammie, this morning we started a new project with our students, with a psychologist from Brazil.
Okay.
She taught us in this group a breathing exercise to help us feel calmer and more present. So I will be sharing that with you guys today, and Tammie and I will be doing together.
Very good.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, so Tammie, are you ready for our tips?
I'm ready.
Nice. So the first tip is savoring. And I thought that was very interesting. I'm going to read a little bit about what they said, and then we will comment about it.
Okay.
So savoring is the act of stepping outside of an experience to review and appreciate. Savoring intensifies and lengthens the positive emotions that come with doing something you love. So Tammie and I were talking about this. This could be some examples. It could be maybe if you want to take a long shower or bath and be fully present in the moment. Tammie, do you want to share a few examples too?
Sure. Have another savoring could be having a delicious meal, and you're having this meal alone. And so you sit down and you actually enjoy everything, that you get to taste all of the ingredients that's in the food. One of the things today, we're so busy that we're constantly moving. And this afternoon, I've been making a salad since 1 o'clock. And so I haven't had time to sit down and enjoy my salad. But after this live, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to enjoy my salad, and I'm going to enjoy everything that I put into that salad. And so I will be savoring on my salad.
Yeah, and there's also very important. Yeah, and there's something very interesting within that. If you're interested in mindfulness, there's mindful eating. As you're eating or even drinking something. Actually, last year I went on a retreat, and in this retreat, every morning we would have a tea ceremony. So part of that was the full experience with the tea. Sometimes we just make a tea running and then we just drink it. But during the retreat, what we did, we smelled the flower, that for the herb, for the tea. We looked at it, we appreciated it, we connected with the herb or the flower, and then we savored everybody in silence, just drinking the tea and experiencing what kind of flavor is this that I'm tasting,
Yes.
So I think part of eating and drinking, it can be a mindful experience for you because it can bring you to the present moment.
Yes. And also food connects us back to our families. There's certain foods that we make that are traditional in our families, and it helps us to reconnect with them, even though they're not there. As you're eating that meal, you're thinking about your family and, or how you used to prep that meal with your family. And so food is good. Food is good for the soul and in so many ways.
Yeah. And some people were asking about what the word was, so I just wrote it's savoring. That's one of the tips, savoring. So take the time to be present and do something you love.
Yes.
The second tip, Tammie, is daily gratitude journal. So we talked a little bit about this last week, but it's always great to emphasize because we know that in times like this, it's very easy for us to forget the things that we're grateful for, and we get caught in a bunch of emotions and all, but the daily gratitude journal is a great way for you. It could be taking 5 to 10 minutes of your day to write either in the morning as you wake up or at night before you go to sleep. And write a few things that you're grateful for. And this could be something big that you're grateful for, or it could be
small.
Yes. And it was interesting that in here that they wrote, gratitude is a positive emotional state in which one recognizes and appreciates what one has received in life. Research shows that taking time to experience gratitude can make you happier and even healthier.
Yes. So I have a quote. I have a quote that I could use for gratitude or being grateful. And it says, love is giving of yourself for the good of others. So love is a sacrifice. And so that's my quote that I actually got from my bishop. And so when I look at that, I think about that. So when we're grateful for the things that other people have also done in our lives, and we're grateful for the things that we can do for other people. And so so when we do something for another person, it's charity, but another word for charity would be love. And so we're doing that out of the kindness of our heart, because we have love for one another.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah. And it also brings us to the third point, Tammie, because their third tip is random acts of kindness.
Yes.
And which really connects to what you're saying. And I just wanted to read this. They said that research shows that happy people are motivated to do kind things for others. Yep. So it's exactly what you were talking about too.
Yes. Yes. If you, one of the things me and Luciana was talking about earlier were random acts of kindness. A random act of kindness could be if you have a senior citizen that lives in your complex, ask that person if you can go to the grocery store for them. See what they need, because we know that right now our seniors should be the ones being very, very careful. And so if there's something that you can do for a senior citizen that's in your area, then do it. It can also be one of the things that I've been seeing on social media is if you go to the grocery store and there's a senior citizen in line, let that senior go before you so that they can get out of the store quicker. That's a random act of kindness that we can do right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And even at home, if you are, if you've been spending the last few weeks with your husband, with your spouse, your wife, or your kids, maybe. This is a great time. Even, for example, as I was talking to Tammie this morning, I was giving her an example, and then my husband walked in with a dish with lunch for me, and so he surprised me. And this brings so much happiness to our hearts, and not only for the person who is receiving the act, but also for the person who's giving to, So can you write a little note and put in your kid's pillow at night, so when your kid's going to bed, he or she will see that,
Yes.
So, and in the meantime, while we're talking, guys, if you have things that you want to share too, for example, what are you grateful for today?
Yes.
Yes. Or have you done any acts of kindness today? Or this week, maybe you're on the weekend, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the fourth point is social connection. And it says, research shows that happy people spend more time with others and have a richer set of social connections than unhappy people. Studies even show that the simple act of talking to a stranger on the street can boost our mood more than we expect. And it's also somehow connected to what you were just saying about,
Yes.
at the, offering an act of kindness to an elderly neighbor. Obviously, we are at a time that social connection physically, we're limited to that.
Yes.
But this could be something. It could be something maybe. Maybe you can call an uncle or an aunt in your
Yeah.
family that haven't heard from you in 10 years,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
And can you imagine how happy he or she will feel to
Feel.
receive that call
Yes.
from you, and how happy
Yes.
you will feel?
You will feel. Yes. I have my oldest brother reached out to one of our uncles who he hasn't spoken to in a very long time. And he called his sister right away and said, I just heard from Marshall, and it made my day. And
Oh,
so just like you said, is we don't, because of our busy lives and because we all live in different parts of the world or different parts of the United States, and we don't get to connect all the time, but just hearing that person's voice on the telephone just makes you smile. And every now and then you'll think about that phone call and it will put a smile on your face. And so staying social connection is very, very, very important.
yeah, yeah. And I was even thinking about, even now we have to, if we go out for the to do groceries or the pharmacy, a lot of times I notice that sometimes I'm walking in the street and people are in a state of fear. They don't even want to look at you. But
Mhm.
sometimes what I did the past week, and it was very interesting, I said, good morning. Even like we were socially distant, but I said good morning, and the person almost felt surprised that I was talking,
Yeah.
to her. So even
Yes.
simple acts like that can change a
Yes.
whole day in someone's
Yes.
life.
Yes. Yes. I think through this whole ordeal, because we have not, we're socially disconnected right now, that when this is all over, I think we're going to see a different community. We're going to see a community that is going to want to embrace each other more. We're going to speak to each other more because we miss that interaction. And so when you're walking your dog or you're outside, see that the person, just say hello, good morning, good afternoon.
Yeah.
That's still staying socially connected.
Yes. Yes. And Tammie, I wanted to bring out, because there's a lot of people who are making some comments
Mm-hmm.
here. Let me see. Egini, she says, good afternoon. I'm from Brazil. Hi, Egini. Welcome. And then we have Fachi, who said, you're fascinating speakers. Thank you so much, Fachi.
You will be one day too, Fati.
Yes. And then we have Bey from Turkey. He said that he lives in Istanbul.
Oh, hello.
And then I think it's Chisi. She said, I'm grateful for life.
For
Wonderful. Thank you for
life,
sharing
yeah,
that.
yes.
Hodai said, hi, everyone. Salim is saying, would you say something for employ young people? I'm not sure if I understand the question quite well, but I would say we know that in times like this, we know that a lot of people lost their jobs and are going through a difficult time. So, Salim, if that was your question, I wanted to share something. Actually, Fernanda is in this Instagram live, and she made a comment. I'm going to read her comment in a little bit. So
Okay.
last week it's not really about unemployment itself, but it's something that she did that was very inspiring. So she said that she posted on her Instagram or on her Facebook that she was teaching English or Portuguese for free.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she had a bunch of friends and people, even people that she didn't know, reach out to her, and she's been teaching English and Portuguese for other people for free.
Wow. Yes.
So that was very inspiring. And if you are at home, maybe, I know that a lot of people are watching from different countries. If maybe you are in a situation that you lost your job, we know that all this is very hard and uncertain for
Mm-hmm.
everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this could also be a chance for you to reinvent yourself,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
try new things, explore
Mm-hmm.
something that maybe you were scared to do before, but now it's a chance to reinvent yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Also, Fernanda said, my grandma was so happy because she received a call from her nephew that she hasn't heard for a very long time. Yeah, so this is the time for that. That's what Fernanda said. It's really the time for that.
It really is. It really is. And everybody wants to know that everybody is okay too. So the only way they're going to know that is if you reach out and give them a call.
Yes. And then Fatih also say we're meant to embrace each other as well as our pain, as bad as we want to breathe. Yeah. We're obviously we're here trying to spread a message of positivity, but you know, it's obvious that a lot of us are experiencing a lot of negative emotions due to everything that is happening. But Tammie, I think last week you talked a little bit about people that you could reach out to if you are experiencing something. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So again, we say this, but we truly mean this. That approach is your home away from home. And so if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling that you need to talk to somebody, you can always reach out to me. You can reach out to any one of the staff members that approach. You can reach out to a family member. It's very important to talk about how you're feeling, especially in times like this. You don't want to keep anything bottled up on the inside. You want to be able to express how you're feeling. And it's okay. Call a friend. You can reach out to someone in your community. You can reach out to your pastor or minister, a counselor. But you want to make sure that you're reaching out and you're speaking to someone. Don't keep it bottled in. That's very important.
Absolutely.
Again,
and I think
at the end, Luciana will be talking about the counseling with me, and so that's also an option as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Feel that even though we are apart from each other, we're blessed to have technology that we can reach out to other people or even professionals if you're experiencing something more serious. So do make sure you reach out to the people in your community if you're not here in the United States or if you're not a student at Approach. I'm sure that there are resources in your country, in your community, your family, your friends that can help as well.
Yes.
So Tammie, going back to the tips that we were talking about, the next tip is about exercise. And it says, research suggests that an average or 30 minutes a day of exercise can boost your mood in addition to making your body healthier. Yes. Can you talk a little bit about that for us?
Yes, exercise is very important. Even though we're confined to our houses, to our homes, to our apartments, there are all kind of exercise videos that are for free. You can do an exercise routine on your own at home. I do an exercise routine for about 35 minutes every day. I like kickboxing. And so my studio has set up Zoom so that we can still engage, we can still be socially connected, and still practicing social distancing because we're in our homes doing this. But it's very important. Exercise will help you sleep better at night. Exercise will help you feel better. Even if you just do some stretches, some jumping jacks. I think next Monday, when we come back for Mindful Monday, we'll give you guys a couple of exercises that you can do at home. And so, but for now, go on YouTube and find an exercise, a 30-minute exercise on demand. Has exercise programs that you can do right from your TV. I've done a couple of them before, and they're wonderful workouts. And so those are just a couple of tips. But next Monday, we're going to give you some more ideas on how you can exercise from home.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And also, Tammie, I was listening to a TED Talk this morning, and I thought it was very interesting because a lot of times when I talk to my friends, some of them, they say that they don't like exercising, right? So obviously now we're all at home and we're not going to gyms or anything. And Tammie shared wonderful tips with you. I just wrote also Down Dog for Yoga. That's an app that I've been using, every
Very good.
morning. And
Mm-hmm.
I think they're free until May 1st, if I'm not mistaken. But during this TED Talk that I was listening to, the speaker was saying, what's your movement? You know, if you don't want like exercise in terms of like doing push-ups and like strengthening your core, or whatever the exercise is, or if you don't like yoga, can you make a playlist of your favorite songs and dance for 30 minutes? And nobody
Yes.
needs to look at you during this 30 minutes. You tell your spouse, your roommates, your kids, you say, hey, I need 30 minutes just for myself. You can lock yourself in the bedroom
And
and
dance.
play those songs that you love and that brings you positivity, you know?
Yes, yes. Very good tip. Very
And
good.
maybe even if the type of exercise that you like to do doesn't have a name, if you want to just move your body, it doesn't matter what it is, but just make
Yes.
sure you do that to move the energy in your body, because a lot of this times, especially now, our students are going back to class today. So you're going to be spending a lot of hours in front of a computer. If you're in a different country, maybe you're working from home. So make sure
Yes.
you take that time for yourself to do a little bit of movement in your body.
Yes. Yes. And take a break. If you're studying from home, make sure that you are taking a break. All right. And when you
Yeah.
take that break, walk around your apartment, go into a different room away from the computer, and then come back to it.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be very interesting. Towards the end of this live, we're going to be sharing a breathing exercise that you can do that is also
Yes.
can help you to take these breaks during the day.
Yes. Yes.
I think we have another comment. TC, she's saying, for me, this specific time is being great for learning, because now we have an opportunity for thinking about our goals and the lifestyle we have lived. Yes,
Very
absolutely.
good. Very good.
And then we have some people saying, hi, Ken, Gurbuz, hello, Fernanda.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. So the next tip that we have here is sleep. And then it says here, one of the reasons we're so unhappy in our modern lives is that we're consistently sleep deprived. Research shows that sleep can improve your mood more than we often expect. So, Tammie, you just mentioned about how exercise can also help
Help
with sleep
promote
as well, right?
sleep. Yes. When you're sleep deprived, you can't concentrate, right? It makes you feel very sluggish. And now that you're back to doing your classes, you need to be very alert. And so you need to set a time to go to sleep. And if you're having a difficulty sleeping, you might want to try something like having a warm glass of milk. You might want to do some exercises real quick to help you to get your body tired. Not have caffeine after a certain hour. So maybe after like 6 or 7, no more caffeine. So that would be soda, coffee, tea. No alcohol, because those things help the body stay awake instead of going to sleep. Limit your sugar intake, so that you're not. Sugar makes us hyper, and so you don't want to be hyper just before bedtime. And so those are just some things that you can do to avoid having sleep deprived, to being deprived of sleep. Also, try not to watch anything negative. When we're watching the news, because we're all following what's going on with the coronavirus, that it makes us anxious. And if we're anxious, we're not going to be able to fall asleep. And we're going to be tossing and turning because we're actually thinking about the last image. Try putting on some soothing music, or the sounds of rain, or the sounds of waves, something that is going to be very calming to help you go to sleep.
Yeah, I think that's super, super important. I mean, thank you so much. You shared great tips there, because a lot of times we think, okay, now it's time to sleep, and you just go to bed with your phone on and looking at so many things. But you know, how are you treating yourself in terms of like having a routine before? Because sleeping is not just you lay down in bed and you're gonna sleep, but
Okay,
that
right.
1 hour or two before that you go to bed is very important
Well,
for
yeah,
the quality of your sleep after.
very good. Also, you want to make sure that your phone is off or the blue light is dim, because the blue light that comes from our phones and our devices, they will keep you awake. So one of the things that I did is I wear a mask. And so when I go to sleep, I put my mask on. And that way there, it blocks out all the light. So everybody go on to Amazon, order a mask, or the next time you
Yeah,
run out to do your errands, buy a mask.
yeah,
And watch how
yeah,
much
for
better you
sure.
sleep.
And you know something that I just thought too, that Gabby, you guys probably know her. She's always here doing Instagram lives too. Um, she said, I think it was last year or a year before, that she started with a new habit of unplugging. So
Unplugging,
she says that she always keeps her phone outside of the bedroom. So it's actually at night, it's charging in a different room. So she puts her alarm for a set, a set time. And then what happens is that in the morning, because the alarm is going off, she's going to get up and already be up, not because your phone is just by your side that you're just gonna keep, you know, a little bit more, a little bit more. But then she's just
yeah.
disconnected, and the bedroom is a place where you sleep and rest, and
And
your
rest.
phone is in a different room. So
You're good.
I thought that was a very cool tip that she always talks about, and I think it's very interesting.
Yes. Very good tip.
And then we have two more tips actually. One of them is meditate.
Mm-hmm.
Meditate. I wanted to write here so you guys have that. So it says meditation is a practice of intentionally turning your attention away from distancing thoughts toward a single point of reference. It could be your breath, bodily sensations,
Yeah.
compassion, a specific thought. And it also says that research shows that meditation can have a number of positive benefits, including more
Yes.
positive moods, increased concentration, and more feelings of social connection.
Yes.
So I thought it was very interesting too, because I've been meditating for a while now, and it has really helped me a lot.
Okay.
A lot of times people think that meditation is you need to just quiet your mind. And meditation isn't really about that. Obviously, eventually, when you become, a more experienced meditator, you might come to that state. But in the beginning,
Yes.
there's I can't remember the name of the app, but they shared a video that was very interesting. That it's a person watching the cars, but instead of the person watching the cars, the person's trying to run around in the cars. And it's kind of like your mind, you have so many thoughts and you're running after your thoughts, and you're like, oh, why am I thinking about this? I shouldn't be thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
you know and then
Mm-hmm.
rather than doing that, then it comes in the video, the person just sitting and watching the cars pass by as if it's your thoughts. So
Mm-hmm.
what we say is that not necessarily you need to quiet your mind from your thoughts, because how are you going to control that? But
Right.
you can watch your thoughts, acknowledge them, and let them go, you
Let
know
them. Yes.
and then this
Yes.
way you're bringing more presence for your life too.
Yes. Yes. And it would also heighten your awareness,
Yeah,
because meditation is very good for your state of consciousness. And so it also helps to recenter and refocus you. And so meditation is, when it's done correctly, could be it's a good benefit.
yeah. And there's actually there's an app that I really like to use that is called Inside Timer. I'm gonna write in the comments in a little bit,
Okay.
insight timer that you can choose if you just want to put sounds of nature or if you want someone to guide you through a meditation. So it's very helpful, if you are just beginning to with the practice of meditating. And then Tammie, we also have, I have Cynthia here. She's saying that I meditate on Saturdays for the sick people. That's so nice, Cynthia.
Very nice.
And that's also an act of kindness, right?
Yes, it is.
That's
Yes.
wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes.
And the last tip that this course of the Science of Well-Being says is gratitude letter or a call. One of your last, I see that's part of the course. So this shows that research shows or suggests that will have a big impact on your happiness and that of another person that is receiving the call or the note.
Yes.
And we kind of talked a little bit about that throughout our Instagram live today. But
I've done that. I had a boss who she was very instrumental in motivating me to go back to school and to get my degree. And she ended up leaving before I could thank her. And so I ran into her a couple of years ago at a conference. And I personally thanked her for what she had done in my life, how she has shaped my career. I'm where I'm at because of her. And so I let her know that. I never got the opportunity to write it in a letter, but I seen her and I let her know. And it really touched your heart. So if there's someone out there that's done something or has contributed in some way to your life, you can write them a gratitude. You can write them a letter. Write it down and send it to them.
Yeah, that's such a nice way, because I think a lot of times people do things for us, or we do things for other people, and we're not sure, who we're reaching or the impact that we're having on people's lives. And I think 2 weeks ago, I had a friend that I hadn't spoken in a very long time. She was with me in one of these retreats, and then we got a ride from where we were staying to the airport. It was like a 40 minutes ride. And then I was giving her some college advising. And then, it's been months that I haven't talked to her. She sent me a voice message saying, I don't know if I have ever taken the time to tell you, but I just want to say that our conversation from, the airport ride, it completely changed my whole perspective of what I want to do in the future from now on. So,
very good.
To me, I felt so happy to hear that, and it's a similar feeling. You shared a message that you did, and also, if you do something or if you receive something, how much gratitude that can create itself.
Yes. Yeah.
So, these were the 8 tips that we just shared with you. If you guys are interested, Coursera, I want to write here, is a website. Coursera. Coursera is a website that you can take a lot of classes and courses there. And these tips that we shared with you today are part of their course that is called The Science of Well-Being. So if you're interested in taking that course, it's called The Science of Well-Being, and it's from Yale University. So you can find this course on Coursera. So now this other part of our Instagram Live that I know that we're almost coming to an end, I wanted to share with you this breathing exercise that I learned this morning with Katia. Katia is a psychologist from Brazil. So if you are an approach student, we're offering 3 times per week group therapy sessions in English and in Portuguese. So if you are an approach student, make sure you check your emails. I sent an email to everyone yesterday talking about this. And during these sessions, we're doing some meditation exercising, some breathing exercises. So I just want to share this with you. And Tammie, if you want to do it with me too.
Okay.
So the way this exercise goes, or maybe the reason, so you just understand why we're doing this, is for times that you are feeling anxious. Okay, maybe you're taking your class and you're new with technology, you're not sure how to deal with that, and your anxiety level is going up the roof, right? So this is a good time for you to stop and this is going to take you maybe 1 minute to 2 minutes maximum, and you can do it yourself just to calm yourself down. So the way this is going to be, it's a breathing exercise. So you're going to inhale. So inhale is when you put air in your lungs. So inhale. And exhale is when the air comes out, okay? And you can exhale through your mouth or your nose. But I just wanted to learn about the time. So you inhale in 4 times, and I will be counting with my hands. Okay. Inhaling 4, and then you hold for 4, 2, 3, 4, and you exhale in 6. And then you hold for 2. So I'm going to say again, then we're going to do it together, okay? Okay. So you inhale in 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to exhale in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you hold 1, 2. And then you will do this exercise for 5 times. Let's try to do it together for 3 times. And you guys can do it together so you can experience a little bit of what the breathing exercise is. Again, inhale 4, hold 4, exhale in 6, hold for 2. Okay?
Yeah.
You ready?
Ready.
Let's try. So we're going to inhale in 4. So inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. So this was an example of a breathing exercise that you can do at your home. Remember, you inhale in 4, you hold 4, you exhale in 6, you hold 2. And then you can do this for as long as you think that, you know, if you're feeling very anxious, you can do this for a little longer, and hopefully this will make you feel a little bit calmer.
Yes. That was wonderful, Lou. Thank you.
Yes. And again, if you guys are interested in participating in this group, Katya is leading this group. So make sure you check your emails and then you can participate as well. And unfortunately, we have come to an end of our Instagram Live today. We would like to say thank you so much for all of you who have participating, watching, or participating, writing comments.
Yes, thank you.
Before we go, Tammie, I do wanted to just emphasize a few things that Approach is offering to our students. As I just said, we're offering this holistic group therapy. It's in Portuguese and in English. On Mondays, we have a group meeting in English. And then Thursday and Saturday, we're having a group, a session in Portuguese. And then apart from that, Tammie will be hosting counseling sessions on Tuesdays at 3 p.m.
Yes.
So all this support is for our approach students who are, you know,
Yes.
going through this time. We're all adjusting, and we want to see you guys well and healthy,
Yes.
and we want you to feel connected, because even though we're apart, approach is your home away from home, and we want to make sure you guys are feeling good.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. Well, Tammie,
Thank you,
thank you so
guys.
much. It was so
Oh,
great
you're welcome.
sharing screens with you today.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We wish you an amazing week to come. We hope you
Yeah.
feel calm and connected and balanced, and hopefully some of these tips can make a difference in your week.
And you, yes. Have a great week, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.